Hey guys, it's AS Clamar here today, and I have just got back from London. Well, actually, we got back at about 3 o'clock this morning. It's now 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Sorry for the lack of uploads recently. I mentioned that in my last video. I've been heavily revising this morning. My exam's tomorrow, but I thought I'd take a quick break just to do a bit of an unboxing slash haul video of the stuff that I received in London. Now, if you guys didn't know, I was invited to the Honor 10 launch event in London for the release of the new Honor 10 phone, as you could probably guess. I'm just setting these things up now, just so I can show you through a few things. Now, first of all, if I can find it, I think I've actually left it somewhere. Oh, there it is. The first thing we received when we got there was a cap and a t-shirt, but I think I've left the cap downstairs somewhere unless it's in my bag. There we go. So we received this bag. It just folded open, but it contained one of these, which was a cap that didn't actually come in the bag. It was given to us separately, but you know, we all got a cap with the Honor 10 logo on it. So I was wearing that around London because the weather was absolutely beautiful. It was very, very warm, and so a cap was needed. Also, what I was wearing around London was this t-shirt that says Honor 10, which it's actually really colourful, really vibrant. I really like it. It's really comfy and really well made. And on the back, it just says beauty in AI, as this is one of their new slogans, as the new phone that's coming out is another one of those with the AI technology, except this one, as we could see at the launch event, was very, very nice. The AI capabilities are extraordinary. If you want to go watch the launch event, you can head over to their Facebook or Twitter. I think they've published the video now because they live streamed it yesterday. But yeah, so along with both the t-shirt and the cap, we received just a few items. This one is just a really small notebook with the Honor logo on it. I haven't taken the plastic off it yet because I haven't really needed to use it, but it looks very nice indeed, obviously sticking with the blue colour that Honor sort of go with. And they like their blues, they like their blacks, sort of thing. Anyway, so the notebook was there. We also received this. Now this is probably the best thing I think they could have given us as sort of like an extra or an add-on, if that makes sense. The sounds it makes are fantastic. You've got the two zips. Now, I will open this for you just so you can see what's inside. Originally, we thought it was a bit of like a care package of different things, but it's actually something a bit more simple but interesting. So I'm going to open it. I just want to say that I'm recording this on my phone. I haven't got my Blue Yeti set up, so I'm not recording any microphone. I'm just doing this quite quickly because I'm taking a break from my revision at the minute. It's a little bit tough to open because I've basically everything that I've got and everything that you'll see in this video, I've already tried and tested, if that makes sense. I've already been using it while I'm in London, or you'll see what I mean. So the bag we actually used because we were carrying around our little suitcase, but it was a lot more easier and a bit more convenient to use this. It's actually a foldable bag, like a little rucksack thing. Now it folds out that way, opens up, and then sort of turns inside out itself. It turns into a little bag. Now what's really cool about it, which I thought was quite convenient, was where you pack it in the bag is actually sort of like this, folded inwards. But once you actually zip it back up, this can be used as a pocket. So you can keep, you know, like your wallet and your keys and your phone in it. which is very nice. It's obviously got its handles that can go over your shoulder, or you can like thin these out a little bit, so you can just use it as a handle rather than like, you know, carrying it over your shoulder. Obviously, amazing noises for ASMR videos in general. I'm just going to get a little bit more comfy because I'm sort of kneeling down and setting my legs a little bit. If we, obviously the bag's not very sturdy because, you know, it's just quite a cheap bag, but it's actually massive. If you can see in that, it's huge. There's some bit of plastic that I was using, but we were using these to carry stuff all the way around London, and that it's actually very, very convenient, you know, because you can pack something like this in a suitcase if you're going abroad, or if you're going on holiday, you can just fold it up into that little pack, and it slots away quite neatly. But then when it actually unfolds, it's really large and spacious inside. And I think I'm gonna use this quite a lot, to be fair, you know, for university or something like that, because my bag hurts my shoulders at the minute, and so just being able to carry something just a little bit more convenient, a little bit easier, and it could fit a lot of things. So I'm just gonna fold that up and pop it to one side. But listen to this. Like a canvassy material, so it's actually wicked. Now, this next item that I'm going to show you, I don't think we were supposed to receive. On the original email it said that we would receive these, however I think a little bit got lost in translation, and we were actually meant to receive these as a prize for completing a competition, because that's what happened to a certain team that were there. Basically, we arrived, I'm going to add this into my next video anyway, but I'll give you a little brief. I've done a little bit of a vlog. It's not really ASMR style. I think I tried to start it out as ASMR, but London's quite a busy city. It was very loud, and when I was walking around London in the end, I had to sort of speak and shout. I haven't really listened to it back, so you might not even see it because I don't know whether the audio quality is good enough. But yeah, so basically we were tasked with going around London to take as many photos as we can with the new phone. The photos specifically had to include anything that would resemble the number 10. So whether it were objects that looked like the number 10, whether it was actually number 10s that we could see. I know that we got a £10 note because obviously it represents Britain, and the number 10 was involved. So that was really cool. It was just them sort of objects, and we had to take photos. And the people with the most likes on a posted photo to their social media would get, everyone in the group would win a pair of headphones. But anyway, so after the actual launch event, we were, on the original email it said to go and collect your headphones, but collect your gift package, which was supposed to be this, which is very nice of them to give us this. And I think the headphones were meant to be part of the competition, but I think a little bit got lost in translation. But anyway, me and my brother and my mum spoke to one of the organisers, and he was very, very kind enough to go and get me these. Now, you've seen, I'm not sure if there are unboxed these on the channel, but you've probably seen me wear these or use these in a thingy video previously. Basically, these are the same headphones and the one. These are the same headphones as the one I won a while ago, as part of a different competition, and they're very expensive headphones. I think they're about £80–90 to purchase. I mean, they're very good. I have the blue version. As you can see from the photo, they look black, but that's just a stock image, and actually on the side it tells you what colour you get, which is very, very nice. So yeah, they're the sports earphone. I think they're the AM61 sport headphones from Honor. Now, the reason I don't think we were supposed to win these specifically, or get these at the time that we got them, is because obviously the writing, if you can see, if it will focus, let me try and get it to focus. There we go, it's all in Chinese. So yeah, you've got obviously the English parts that Honor export, everything in Honor, but everything on the side's Chinese. Obviously quite a lot of the people that were there were Chinese, as they're the people that run the company. and they'd obviously brought over a lot of the products anyway as part of the competition. So I don't think we were supposed to receive these specifically, but he obviously was kind enough to let us have them. All 5 of us that went, me, my brother, my mum, my girlfriend and her mum, we all received headphones, which was very nice of them to give us. And yes, as you can see, I think they are absolutely stunning in red. I thought the blue looked nice, but the red are even better. Let's see if it will focus. I can't tell whether it's focusing or not. There we go. Wait. There we go. If we go like that. There we go. Yeah. Anyway. So yeah, I've got the headphones. They came in this little carry case. Obviously, everything that I've used, I've tested. So I've tested these. Now, luckily, because I have a pair of these headphones before we actually received these, I've got the blue pair. I know how to set them up. I know how they work. So, in theory, them being in Chinese isn't a serious issue. Obviously, they're magnetic in the earpieces, so they tuck away quite nicely, which I quite like. But yeah, basically when you turn them on and you go to connect, it usually says like Bluetooth mode or searching or something along those lines. I can't entirely remember. But when you do it with these headphones that they've given us, it actually says it in Chinese, which is quite cool. But obviously I know it's searching for a Bluetooth device when I turn it on. And so all we have to do is connect it, and then obviously you're listening to your songs, you listen to your music and your videos, they're all going to be in your specific language anyway, so it really makes no difference. So I'll just pop these to one side. Next in the box you see is this little parcel package that's actually got, there's the instructions, look, they're all in Chinese, so you can't particularly understand them, so I'm going to pop that to one side. If you can see, if it'll focus. No, it probably won't focus properly, but it just says Honor. You have your little capsule. If we go ahead and open this up, I actually haven't opened this up yet. You can see when you open it, you have sort of a multi-bit compartment. You have spare earphones in there if you want. I think there's a medium, large, and then whatever on these. I think it's a small. I can't quite tell because it's quite clouded. Those look rather large. So no, those look smaller. Anyway, so the medium might be on these, and then you get your little plug-in wire to charge the headphones. That just slots in the little fabricy compartment there. I'm trying to keep it all in shot for you so you can see. So I'll just pop them back in there. So yeah, these are the headphones. Pop these there. And I'll probably keep the headphones out because I quite like them. They're very, very comfy. They just slot into your ear straight away, and obviously the design is absolutely brilliant. You've got a plus arrow that you can turn up the volume, turn down the volume, middle buttons to play and pause, but if you hold it down it will connect, and you also hold them down to turn them on as well. So if you hold them down it will turn on, and if you hold it down and keep it held down after it's turned on, it will start connecting to Bluetooth. Hence why I know that you can set them up that way. So it's quite lucky that I had a pair already. So we're going to move them to the side as well. Now, at the end of the event, after the launch event video and everything that went live on Facebook, they told us we can go to the demo section, try out the phone, see how we liked it, sort of thing. And I must say, the phone is fantastic looking. Everything that it can do is brilliant. Some of the stuff that they've added since I got the View 10 is magnificent. Just go and watch the video, it's brilliant. I think I'm in some of the clips anyway, because I submitted a video for them. But yeah, so we got invited, all the fans that turned up, I think there was 100 of us, but I'm not sure if everyone went, so there must have been about 80. We're all invited up to the stage to take a big photo with the president, the CEO of Honor, Mr. George Zhao. He's a lovely man. He's very animated, so he's quite businessman-like, but he's a very, very kind at heart person. You can tell he's quite down to earth, quite humble. When he spoke to you, he was congratulating us for being fans and thanking us for being there and thanking us for supporting him. But yeah, we got to take a picture with him, and then separately, country by country, because we were the only people from the UK, other than I think there was someone from Scotland because he was wearing a kilt, and there was like 2 other people. And we were invited up onto stage one by one, in country by country, sorry, to take a picture with him. So we met him. After that, we were invited to a buffet with him, or sponsored by him. He only turned up for about 15 minutes, but he was a very busy man. He had meetings and he had social media events to go to, so you know, you can't fault him for that. He paid for our meal, so we're quite happy. And he arrived. A few people gave him gifts. A few people obviously were presented headphones for winning the competition. Unfortunately, we didn't win, but obviously we got given the headphones anyway, so I'm not too bothered about that. But yeah, some people from around the world gave him gifts to say, oh, thank you for inviting us over, sort of thing. Obviously, us from the UK, he was coming over to our country, so I don't think we needed to give him any gifts. Well, we weren't informed of obviously giving him any gifts. But as sort of a thank you from him and, you know, the support from the fans, he actually went ahead and gave us all an Honor 10 device. So the brand new phone that was launched, he gave one to everyone. Now, before I start, I just want to say the box was already open because the phones that we were given were the demo phones that we were using at the demo event and the demo section of the launch event. All of them were bundled up all together. Obviously, they've got nothing to do with them, so they can't really like sell them on because obviously they're like the marketed version. And so they decided to give it to all their fans that were there. I think everyone that worked for the media were able to get one anyway, brand new one. But they thought, for the fans, they've collected them all up, why don't we give them out? So it's a very, very nice gift from George Zhao to give us all of these. A bit of a funny story. I received a black one, my mum got a silver one, Becky, my girlfriend, got a silver one, and my brother got a black one. Obviously, because of the demo versions, there were a few issues with getting the phone set up. Becky's phone actually had a lock on it because people were playing around with the locking system, and so they couldn't factory reset it specifically because they couldn't get into the phone, which I thought was quite funny. But instead they just swapped the phone for her and actually gave her the midnight blue one, which is gorgeous. It's absolutely, it's my favourite looking one out of the lot. My brother mentioned that it was his 18th birthday at the weekend, and so as sort of like a congratulations sort of thing, they went and swapped his phone for the midnight green one. Unfortunately, they had run out, so I had to keep my black one, but the phone itself is still exactly the same. So as you can see down here, I'm not sure what you'll be able to do with that, but we did get the 128GB version, which is huge. It comes with 4GB of RAM. The phone that I'm recording this on, the Honor View 10, has 6GB of RAM, but I don't think it's as fast as this one is because that's I don't think it utilises the AI as much. This one comes equipped with the EMUI 8.1, whereas this phone's only got 8.0. So this one's more adapted to the newer phone anyway. So as we open it, obviously I have been using this quite a lot. My SIM card's in this and it's already set up, so I can give you a bit of a demo. And there we go. I've actually put it in upside down. So this is the phone. And as you notice, it's very sleek and black. I'm not sure whether you'd be able to pick up the colour shifts, but at the minute it just looks pure black. It actually has an Aurora glass on the back, so it has like colour shifts. If you want to go check out the midnight blue and the midnight green, you will see what I mean. It's not as obvious on the black because it just shifts from sort of like black to shiny black and a bit of a grey, and the grey sort of shifts from grey to white, whereas the midnight blue shifts from purple to blue, and the midnight green shifts from sort of like a green to blue to pink to purple. It's got more of a four coloured layer. But yeah, so it comes with a dual camera with the AI camera and a flash. Now what you will notice, I think they demoed this at the event, is it comes with, I'm just going to check we're still going here. It comes with the fingerprint sensor at the bottom, so it has a very small bezel on the bottom and it has almost no bezels at the top. But the fingerprint sensor is built into the glass, as you can see. So it's very, very quick. Did you see how quick that was, guys? Look at that. Super, super quick. I've already set it up for my phone, and this is what my background is actually one of the phones photos I've taken, sorry, including that there. So it also comes with facial recognition, so if I hold it this way, it will see my face and it just unlocks. Like if I was to flip it up, unlock straight away. Look at that, guys, it's brilliant. What I will do in a second is if you haven't noticed, it comes with a notch. So at the top of the display, if I go into something like Snapchat, you can see the notch a bit more clearly. It's a lot thinner and you get more screen space than what's on the iPhone X. He made a point of that. There's you, look, can you, wait, there's you there. Oh, that's you filming. That's my broken tripod thing. Anyway, so I'll come off Snapchat a second. It's very fast. Some of the photos I've taken on this is excellent. What they did say was that the AI camera, can now recognise 4 different things in one photo. So if you were to take a photo, I think they used as a demo, there was a woman with a horse in a park, if that makes sense. First of all, the AI camera recognised the girl in the photo, so it optimised the settings for her portion of the photo to suit like a person profile. The second thing it noticed was the horse in the background, so put sort of like an animal filter on the horse specifically. It then recognised it was in a park, so accentuated the greenery around that, and then it recognised the sky in the back, so sort of like a 4-layered photograph, and it optimises each different point of the photo. So the blue skies looked a lot richer, the green was a lot fuller, the girl looked the skin was a lot smoother, everything just looked a lot better on the photo, and they showed you like the transition. Again, if you want to go and watch the video, just head over to their Facebook profile. This isn't sponsored at all, but it's just really cool to see what they're doing with the phones. But yeah, the selfies on this are ridiculous. Do you know how the iPhone X has when you go into selfies, you can sort of blur out it recognises what's the background and you can change it black. Here's the photo here. I'll probably put it over the screen now so that you can see, but I'm looking at them now, and obviously it completely blurs out the background, makes you look like the only thing in focus. Something else with the selfie camera is that I'll probably come back to looking at me now. So yeah, another thing that the selfie camera does that they mentioned is the fact that it can recognise obviously the face. There's only so much they can detect from a selfie camera because they haven't got the dual lens, but it can detect different features of your face. So it will recognise your nose bridge, it will recognise your eyes, and it will recognise your face in comparison to your hair and then your background, which I think is fantastic. They said that they'll focus on your hair specifically. They can focus on it strand by strand, which is ridiculously good. Hence why you can blur out the background. If you see on these images that I've just shown you, my hair looks a bit sort of like model-esque, and they've sort of like they've added like the AI capabilities. It's ridiculous to say, but the AI capabilities of this phone is a bit odd. I'm going to give you a quick demonstration because I didn't know this, but as you can see, I'm in the classic lighting, which just blocks the background out, changes it completely black, changes you to black and white. You can also change it to stage lighting, so it will get your face in colour, but the background will still be black. Then you've got all the different ones. So the camera, the photo actually takes as a whole thing, and then it's just the filter that's put over it by the AI camera that's recognised certain points. But another like really cool feature is the fact that you can change where the light comes from and what direction it comes from. So it can highlight specific features of your face from certain angles. So as you can see, I move the light down to the bottom left, so it looks like the light shining from the bottom left. It's recognised the fact that my nose sort of sticks out, my eyes fold inwards, my cheekbones come out, and so it can recognise what the light needs to improve on. So if I go to this side, as you can see, the light shifted, so as you're probably seeing it, the left hand side of my face, but it's actually the right hand side of my face, it is being highlighted, whereas the other side isn't. Whereas if I change it to that side's now getting highlighted where that one isn't. I think that is bloody brilliant for a camera on a single phone. The actual photo is brilliant in itself. I won't save the changes because I quite like it in black and white. But yeah, the back cameras are 24 megapixel and 16 megapixel. So you can get a 24 megapixel photograph on the other side. I will be using this from now on. I'll be using this phone that I'm recording this on as sort of like a spare, only because as I have no proof of purchase because it was given to me, it doesn't come with a warranty, it's not insured. I can't get it insured because obviously there's no proof of purchase, and so if anything ever happens to this, I'll just revert back to this. This phone is actually cheaper than this. it's only £399, which, when you think about it, in comparison to the iPhone X, which is £1,200 for their 128GB version, is absolutely magnificent. I'm sorry if I've sort of started speaking a little bit louder. It's because I'm really getting into this, because I'm so happy that Honor is now a brand that I can focus on. I've been invited to it. I mean, I was given it for free. You can't really complain about that. It's absolutely fantastic. Obviously all my apps transferred over, so I've still got my YouTube studio down here, Snapchat, Instagram, Patreon. Big shout out to the 3 people that are following me on Patreon at the minute, for a total of 1916. Basically that equates to about £13 a month, which is absolutely excellent, because you have to transfer it into PayPal, and Patreon deducts like a little bit off that, and then PayPal to transfer it into my bank account deducts a little bit, so it takes off about £6 in total. Obviously they have to convert it to pounds, so I may revert to adding a link to PayPal me any money if anyone wants to make donations, either specifically one donation or if they want to do it on a monthly basis. I'll try and set that up if you guys want that. Obviously it's not obliged. No, you're not obliged to do it, sorry. But shout out to the 3 people. Can I find out who they are? Let's see who they are. So Foxless, you pledged $1, so you add it up a little bit. $10 by Natsumi Hesagawa, something like that. Thank you ever so much. And Zola Pickett, thank you ever so much for you being. That translates to $21, but obviously it goes down to 1916 after Patreon take their little bit. But yeah, so that's the phone in total. The other things you do get in your box include a... Oh, actually, yeah, I can get it back out now. You get this, which comes with the little SIM card unclippy thing, so you can put your SIM card in it. It doesn't have any expandable memory like this phone does, but it's got 128GB of storage plus cloud storage, so I don't really need it. But it also comes with a clear case, so you don't break it. Again, it's just one of them flexy, bendable ones. But I'm going to pop it in there anyway for 2 different reasons. That extra little bit of security is always needed, is always nice. Second of all, the back has so many fingerprints on it because of the Aurora glass that it just makes it easier. So that's going back into its case, and I'll pop it there. Next you can see we have the Huawei Supercharge, obviously the colour's purple, and that's going straight into my Supercharge thing in a minute. But as I've mentioned, because they brought these over from either China or some part of Europe, it only comes with the 2-pin plug-in, so I'll probably keep hold of this just in case I go travelling or anywhere like that, in which case I'll need one, but I can't use it in the UK, so I've kept hold of my old one that came with this, and I've got a spare plug anyway that I can charge this up with, and so technically now I've got 2 chargers, but this charges up to 50% in only 25 minutes, which is absolutely fantastic, so we'll keep hold of that. I've just had to put everything back in the box so that I can make this video, but it's very nice indeed. So I'm going to be using this phone from now on. I've logged on this last night. Obviously you'll see some of the photos that I've done with this. It is absolutely fantastic. Big shout out to Honor. The screen is fantastic. The battery life is fantastic. I'm down to 64%, 65% today, but I've been using it quite a bit in the morning, you know, to do some research and stuff like that on. But yeah, it's been very nice. The EMUI, obviously using 8.1, it's changed a little bit, so I'm still trying to get used to certain things. But all in all, it is absolutely mind-boggling. I'll probably put the specs down in the description if I remember to do so. I'm sorry if I've started talking a little bit loudly. I'm hungry and I'm thirsty, so maybe I need to go get some food. But yeah, thank you ever so much to Honor. The AI capabilities are fantastic on this, and yeah, I'll see you guys later in my vlog video that's not going to be ASMR, so just a warning. Bye.